Good evening humans, TyrannosaurusMoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Mortal Kombat Kintaro figure from Storm Collectibles. Mortal Kombat 2 was an absolutely pivotal game for me for a number of reasons, and Kintaro has always been one of my favorite sub-bosses from the franchise, so there was no way I was passing this figure up, and it's Storm Collectibles, it's Mortal Kombat, it delivers, so let's talk about it. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, Kintaro just looks so good and really has all the visual notes that resonated with me way back when Mortal Kombat 2 premiered in the arcades, and I was seeing it around and just like, yeah, it's awesome. I love that Storm Collectibles does this, and yeah, this is just really good. So the only thing I will note, I guess, while I have him here, is that this is a little bit slimmer than Kintaro appeared in Mortal Kombat 2. And obviously that's going to be just because of fitting all the articulation, stuff like that, and where, I mean, Kintaro was definitely a bit thicker in MK2, and then they slimmed him down in previous games. So this physique is probably a little more in line with the MK9 version, which I'm also totally cool with because I love that interpretation too. But visually, it is definitely all MK2 Kintaro, and we start that with the face. And pardon me, my camera is actually way pulled back here because this figure is huge, and yeah, just absolutely fantastic and super clean face sculpt, as you can see. So the eyes are really well done. I love that they have the cat eyes. The gradient too, from the orange into kind of the lighter tan, just works really well, and that's a visual cue that just I loved back in the day. I love that design, and they executed it absolutely beautifully here. You got all the tiger stripes equally clean. Those continue onto the back. As you can see, you got some nice leather texture here on the straps for the shoulder guards. And speaking of the shoulder guards, we have an absolutely just resplendent silver for all the metal pieces. They're all consistent, which is all excellent. We have all our bangles here, which do not connect fully, but they don't like slide off either, so you will have to remove the hands to take those off. Then we have our sash with the yin yang and the I guess the sash part of the sash, and yeah, as you can see, nice details here in the knee pads as well. Then we've got those claws on the feet, just enough of like tigerness and Shokanness and just everything all around. We get a crazy amount of accessories with Kintaro, and part of that is because we're actually getting accessories for another character, and that character is the unmasked MK3 Sub-Zero that came out last year. And now I'm kind of regretting not picking that up because the icy arms are kind of cool. And yeah, so that's a little sad, but and the price on that one has doubled, so it is what it is. But getting into that, so we do get, as I said, a pair of icy arms for unmasked Sub-Zero, which have the fists on them right out of the package. But then we also get a full set of hands, which I'm not going to take out of the package here just so it's a little easier to display. So we got some like posed grasping hands, we got some just like posed martial arts hands, some chopping hands, some finger splayed hands, and that's it. So all sorts of that. So I guess if you do have the unmasked Sub-Zero, keep an eye on my eBay store because those might end up in there. And then Kintaro himself. So whole sets of hands. Obviously, is a 4-armed character. So right out of the box, we get a bunch of fists. 4 of them, of course. Then we get 4 grasping hands, beautifully painted. And finally, 4 grasping / throttling, choking hands. So also just excellently done. Then we get 3 different head sculpts right out of the package. We get the kind of straightforward, just relaxed face, or I guess very stern, kind of judging looking. And then we get a gritted teeth face. Eyes seem to be drifting slightly off to the side for that one. And then we get the yelling / fireball face. So excellent paint all around, excellent sculpt all around, pardon me. Then we get some effects, and first one, and this is where it kind of ties in, is we get its unmasked Sub-Zero, and then it's his head split in half. So really cool effect, really excellent paint here for the gore on the inside. Just really cool, really well done. I can see kind of eyes, kind of a little bit of blackening there. And yeah, just really cool all around. So there's that. And then we have various blood effects. So we have two of these kind of shorter spouts, which are meant to plug into. So I guess those would probably go on head pegs. And then we have two arm blood effects. So you can see you got the ball here. So you just take the arms out and then plug these in. And then finally, we have one more for the head. It's just kind of a higher spike. So as you can see, these two next to each other. So this is just a little bit higher than the other one. And then finally, we get his special move, the fire breath. So as you can see, really nice translucency. You know, it's kind of very similar to fireball effects we have seen in Storm Collectibles before. We get a hole at the bottom. And of course, that is for the stand that we get with it. And I haven't taken it out, but it's the same one you've seen before. So you got the round base, you get all these sections, and you stack them up to the height that you desire. So that's accessories. Articulation is positively beautiful, as it tends to be with Storm Collectibles figures. So let's break it down, top to bottom, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. But starting with the head, we are on that barbell joint. So, and that is also covered by this rubbery piece that is the top of the torso. So that you can kind of feel the frame in there a little bit. And so we're coming, let's see if I can get stuff out of the way. So we can look up about that far. We can look all the way down, relatively seamless as well. And of course, we got tons of tilt. Then we come to the arms, and we are on a hinge and swivel. We also have some really nice butterfly, absolutely hidden by this cover piece as well. So as you can see, get some really nice natural feeling movement as well. All of our arms come up to a T. As you can see, bottom arms are obviously going to be hindered by the ones above. And then all arms operate the same way. So we have bicep swivel, we have double jointed elbows, bringing us to there. We have ball joints, as you can see right there. So you can pretty much put those anywhere you want. And then we come to that diaphragm, and that is movable via a ball joint. It takes a little bit of work because, as you can see, it's a little bit in there. So we can come forward, we come back, come to the side. We have another ball joint here at the waist. Whoa, which actually we can look at. There you go. There it is. There's the hole. And there we go. So we're getting about that much crunch, that much arch back. And of course, we got plenty of rotation there as well. Then we come to the hips, and you heard how loud those were. These are super, super tight. I actually have some shock oil here, which I will be applying as soon as this review is done. And yeah, so we're coming out to about there. Not bad at all. I understand also why they would want these very, very tight, because this is a very tall and pretty weighty figure. So you want those to last. So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing kind of a drop of that shock oil each to each of the hip joints right in there. And of course we get a thigh swivel right in there, beautifully hidden of course. And double jointed knees to bring them just to about 90, which isn't fantastic, but is, you know, pretty good. It looks like you should be able to get more, but unfortunately it's just, that's where the joint stops. Then we come down to the feet, and there's a ball joint in there of some sort, I believe. And so we're gonna get some okay point, some absolutely fantastic forward. We do have a toe joint, as we do with most Storm Collectibles, and absolutely insane amounts of rocker. So that is Articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat figures. With some Hasbro. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with Articulated Icons Oni, and yours truly in human form as Articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on the Mortal Kombat Kintaro figure from Storm Collectibles is that this figure absolutely rules. I mean, if you like Mortal Kombat, if you like Kintaro in particular, if you are a fan of Storm Collectibles, there's a lot to love here, so absolutely pick it up. It is available from various online retailers, so I will put all of my favorites in the description below. So if you're interested in this figure, please check those out. And with that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. And beyond that, if you want to take it to the next level and help me even more, there'll be ways to do that. Listen to the bottom of the description below. So please check those out. And with all of that being said, I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.